Yo, 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 bonjour, hola, acaro, konnichiwa. It's Mrwebnvel, guys. Yeah, I know. I just said hello in like several different languages. I said it in, I won't go on order, but I said it in Japanese, Spanish, French, Yoruba, slang. Alright then. Before I get into the video, let me talk about the Solo Leveling series real quick. So for now, it's been discontinued. Um, let me explain why. So basically, I tried using a tool to make it easier for me to summarize. However, I realized that after using the tool, it actually takes longer for me using the tool to summarize than putting it into my own words, in comparison to me just summarizing it for myself. So yeah, so I don't like the way the scripts came out, so I decided to redo that another day. I'll definitely continue it, but I'm not sure when I'll continue it. So I decided to do another one level, which is the one I'll be talking about today, Reverend Insanity. I know I'm definitely when I hear the record out, I'm going to hate the way it sounds, but you guys took that time, you know what I'm trying to say, yeah. So what's the straight into it then? So our story starts with our MC Fang Yuan, who I'll just call Fang because I know sometimes I mess up the Yuan bit. I'll maybe be calling him Fang. So Fang is being chased by his enemies, and at first I thought, oh, this is the stereotypical MC being chased by his righteous factions who pretend to be good people, but are actually more devious than the ones that claim are evil. And trying to steal something in the possession of our MC. Boy, was I wrong. Whew. This guy, Fang Yuan, he's actually a demon. A demon with a capital E. I can't even call him a menace. Calling him that would be an injustice to his crimes. Some of the reasons people are chasing him are for the atrocities he committed. I'll just mention one. This woman said that he RAPE'd her, then annihilated her entire family. Wow. There's no excuse for that. If I heard that out of context, I would ask, did she cheat on you? And you found out that the children weren't yours? Sugar honey iced tea. I could understand the emotions he would be feeling and the intention to harm her in that case. Doesn't mean I support it, but I could understand. The whole family, even the babies, they really should end this guy, man. We always joke about characters in TV shows, anime, manga, and web novels, and also light novels, being menaces, but this guy should just be sent to the guillotine, man. Like, it's funny, since it's fiction, but if this was non-fiction, aka real life, for those of you who don't know what non-fiction is, then everyone with morals would agree that he is a common enemy of humanity. That was only the fourth paragraph. We are in for a roller coaster ride. So basically, Fang Yuan is injured and knows there's no way out of this one. Everyone chasing him are wussies and don't attack him since they are afraid of his final attack. A few hours later, he moves and laughs and says some poetic stuff. We get a lot of backstory of how he was a Chinese scholar and got reincarnated and lived for 500 years in this new world. When he reincarnated, to put it simply, he promised to be evil and cruel. This guy actually woke up when he was violent. Anyhow, let's continue. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. That was something I heard Mr. Keep It Simple say, and I just wanted to say. You say it yourself. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Just wanted to say. Anyway, let's get back to the scripts. He turned himself into a supernova, and boom! Basically, he self-explodes, if you don't understand. Yeah, so we switch scenes to the Guyu village, where an ancestral ceremony is ongoing. After the ceremony ends, people converse about the ceremony that will happen the next day. In the ceremony, they test the talents of children in the village. They're talking about this one youth called Guyu Fang Yuan, but they call him Fangzi. So they're hyping him up, saying he's a young Albert Einstein, Michael Jackson, LeBron James, Messi, Luffy, Natsu. Basically saying he's built different. So, as you could guess it, he reincarnated RMC. He's half surprised that the Spring Autumn Cicada worked. He realizes that he went back 500 years and is delighted in the moment. Let me explain. Spring Autumn Cicada, which I'll just abbreviate to SAC, so SAC. Sometimes I'll say SAC, sometimes I'll say Spring Autumn Cicada. It's just easier for me to just say SAC because my stutter, hey, it won't allow me sometimes. So, the Spring Autumn Cicada, so aka SAC, is a goo, and goo allow people to have access to greater power. The limited use of the sack is to reverse time, and it's ranked in the top 10 of the Mystical Goo rankings. Let me tell you what I think is going through his mind. He's thinking, let me put my evil villain voice. You sussy blackers! Before you could get rid of me, I'm gonna have you saying, sugar honey iced tea, here we go again, and you need to leave. I'm going to commit so many atrocities that people will just give off and be like, if you can't beat them, join them. I don't think I forgot about you, you smoochie. as people in New York say. Last time was your family that was destroyed. This time, it's going to be even worse. Mark my words of my mother. I favor the people that offended this man and negative externalities. And let me explain to you real quick what externalities are for you people that don't get it. So, put simply, I learned about economics in college. So, you have four types of externalities, at least that I know of. There might be more at university level, but in college there's only four. There was negative and positive production externality and negative and positive consumption externality. So let me give an example of negative production externality. So let's say a factory produces, I don't know what they produce, let's say they produce something, and due to them producing that, it releases smoke into the air. That smoke will affect the quality of the air, and the people that live in a nearby area, because the quality of the air is decreased, that will affect their health. Those people are the third parties, and they're the negative, they're basically the negative externality. They're not that being affected by the production of those goods. Yeah, yeah, okay. That probably wasn't the best explanation, but just so you guys have an idea of it. It's also set you up though, innit? The aim is to learn something new every single day, innit? Yeah, so after he finishes enjoying the moment, he's disappointed that he lost the sack. But this feeling quickly vanishes as he understands that he has something valuable, which is his 500 years of experience, plus the knowledge of future events. This guy is literally going to be what Doflamingo would be if he had Kaido's strength. That's a reference to One Piece for you people that don't know. A menace to the world, committing atrocities like nothing. Fang Yuan has a young brother named Fang Zheng, and they both lost their parents at a young age, and their aunt and uncle took care of them. I put took care in quotation marks. Took care of them just to get the brothers' inheritance from their parents, and treated them poorly. Due to this, Fang Yuan had to act intelligent, i.e., reciting poems from Earth, making people believe he's a genius, and as such, his uncle and aunt stopped abusing the siblings, not out of love, but because they have even deeper schemes. Wow, these people are evil. It's one thing to want the inheritance, but to harm your own nephews, that's crazy, man. No wonder our MC became a menace. It all starts from the home. I bet if they knew how he would turn out, they would either be kinder or end him. Fang Zheng has an inferiority complex. Oh, that was just a fun man. I almost stuttered like crazy. Okay. So he has an inferiority complex due to everyone treating him as Fang Yuan's younger brother, not calling him by his name, and his aunt and uncle basically neglecting him and telling him to be more like his brother. This aunt and uncle pair are top experts in manipulation and mental abuse. They should be in a mental asylum, locked away from society, but oh, how the tables turned. At the ceremony where the talents of the youth are tested, the MC's younger brother was more talented, and everyone treated him better, and his older brother worse. You'd think that since our MC never did anything to his brother to make him believe that he hates him, and that at the most he's just a cold person, Fang Zheng would treat his brother the same after his meteoric rise, or have a bit more confidence in his work. Nope, he went out of his way to make life harder for his older brother, due to the resentment he had in his heart for him. When you take a bird's eye view, Fang Yuan did nothing wrong. It's the aunt and uncle's fault for creating an environment where the negative emotions would foster towards Fang Yuan from Fang Zheng. It all comes back to the aunt and uncle. Speaking of them, this Fang Zheng is dumb. How did he live his life not knowing he was being manipulated? There's a part that just very shows his stupidity. It will come up in one of the following parts of the series. It involves a woman, in case I forget to mention it in the part. It's the day of the ceremony. Our MC's maid helps him get stressed, while also trying to seduce him. In his past life, he was seduced by this vain and heartless woman. But after she found out he wasn't as talented as she thought, she ignored him and looked at him with disdain. Eesh, that's got hurt, man. She switched targets to his younger brother, Fang Zheng, who likes her, but was always ignored. Forget what I said about showing an example of him being stupid in a later video, I'll just mention it now. Why didn't Fang Zheng find it dodgy that the woman who was his brother's maid and all touchy-feely ignored him? Suddenly, this maid is touchy-feely with him and ignores his older brother, which was his previous master, after it's revealed that his older brother is less talented than him. Some people don't think with their head, or rather, they just do. They do think, but just with their little head. That's a reference that most guys will know. Someone probably will not. So yeah. Shaking my head, man. Here's a further example of how scheming the siblings' uncle and aunts are. This is what could turn into an essay with the question of being: are the aunt and uncle evil, slash scheming people? If so, to what extent? Man, I get flashbacks from these questions, and I want to be in uni for a year. They gave Fang Yuan, our MC, an attractive younger maid, while Fang Zheng, the younger brother, got an old fat maid, which he only got due to Fang Yuan asking for him. So Fang Yuan knows that he can suppress his brother and turn the maid into his woman, and defeat his aunt, uncle, and his elders. But, big but, he doesn't want this, he has big aspirations, and these people are nothing to him. Of course, as the wicked and merciless man he is, he basically says that if no one gets in his way, he won't end him. This could have several meanings, or should I say, this was I'll say, this could have several connotations. You always gotta put synonyms wherever you can. Don't use bad, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Don't use bad. That's just use terrible or horrible stuff like that. But yeah, let me get back to the script. So, for one, it can mean he wants to open a cupcake business, but there are a lot of competitors. As such, he ends all his competitors. That is just wrong and no excuse. On the other hand, it could mean someone is getting in his way intentionally, i.e., somebody wants to steal his stuff and he ends them, which is therefore, since this world follows the law of the jungle, where the strong eat the weak. But, but he does say one good thing, which is that, so what if he's made it prettier? Without love and loyalty, like me personally, Miss Mrwebnvel, out of respect to him, she's just a body of meat. Oh, pump up the volume. This guy makes some bad people look good, but this was a good bar. No wonder he was trying to score back on Earth. So guys, that was the end of the video. I mean, the end of this summary for part 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios. It's been Mrwebnvel.